What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Tales of the Beard. I am the tailor of the beards. Yeah, I don't know. That seemed funnier in my head. All right, let's jump right into this before you go somewhere else, because there's a lot of places to watch in YouTube, and especially all the stuff in the Beard Law Studio. If you're going to leave anywhere, go check out beardlawstudio.com. Bet you won't. All right, Julian Trent had always collected strange things: old photographs, discarded letters, forgotten journals, and each item had a hidden story waiting to be rediscovered. But his latest find was the most peculiar yet: an old tape recorder from a thrift shop downtown. It was worn, dusty, and unmarked except for a single piece of faded masking tape reading, "Play me." When he pressed play, Julian expected static, silence, maybe a forgotten song. Instead, he heard his own voice clearly, and it said, "Hello, Julian. I knew you'd find this again." Julian froze. He never recorded this. He never owned this tape recorder before. But undeniably, it was his voice. Older, tired, tinged with sadness. "We have to try again. Listen carefully this time." Julian played the tape repeatedly, trying to grasp the meaning of the cryptic message. Each replay seemed different, slightly altered, more desperate, more urgent. "Don't trust the clock. Time isn't what you think it is." He checked his watch. 7:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because it's the best time zone in the world. Everybody should follow it. Normal enough. But when he looked away and glanced back at it, it read 11:56 p.m. His heart jolted. The hand spun erratically forward, backward, and stopped precisely at 8:01 p.m. Julian felt dizzy, a headache blossoming behind his eyes. Something was wrong. Something about time itself. And as the night went on, reality started to unravel around Julian. A voicemail from his mother, who had passed away 3 years before, wished him a happy birthday. A TV news anchor announcing tomorrow's headlines before they happened. The cafe around the corner opened at midnight and crowded with customers he didn't recognize, all talking about events yet to occur. Then his phone buzzed. Another voicemail. "Guess what?" From himself. "Julian, don't panic. This has happened before. You've slipped again." He stared into the mirror. His reflection aged 10 years overnight. Eyes weary and lined, his hands trembled. How could he have forgotten a decade of his own life? "You must find the anchor. It's hidden in the attic. It's the only way out." Julian's mind raced. What anchor? His apartment didn't have an attic, until he looked up and saw the outline of a hatch he never noticed before. So climbing the ladder into the attic, Julian felt an intense wave of deja vu. Dust floated like glittering stars around him, boxes stacked high, each marked with dates from his own past and future. Then he saw it, a small wooden box labeled "Anchor." Inside was a pocket watch, old and ornate, its hands spinning wildly out of control. He grasped it, and instantly visions flashed through his mind. Alternate lives, memories he never lived, lives he'd forgotten, lives he'd lost, lives he desperately tried to reclaim. A voice from behind him actually startled. Gentle, calm, but familiar. "You found it again." Julian turned to see an older version of himself, standing quietly in the shadows. "Who are you?" Julian whispered. "I'm you. The you that slipped too far. The one who couldn't come back." The older Julian stepped forward, sadness in his eyes. "Every time we reset, the anchor weakens. This might be our last chance." Julian's heart raced. Chance for what? To fix the mistake, to get her life back. The pocket watch burned hot in Julian's hand. What do I have to do? Go back. Find the exact moment you first slipped. Anchor yourself there. Break the loop. The world shifted violently around Julian, blurring with impossible speed. Scenes of his life raced past him, both familiar and unfamiliar. Moments he remembered and moments that never happened. Then abruptly, everything stopped. He stood in his apartment, the tape recorder fresh from the thrift store, still unplayed on his desk. Outside the window, rain tapped softly against the glass. The clock read 7:31 p.m. This was it, the exact moment he first pressed played. His phone vibrated, a text from himself. destroy it. Julian hesitated, then grabbed the tape recorder, ran outside, and threw it onto the wet pavement. It shattered, tape spilling out like ribbon memory onto the ground. Suddenly, clarity washed over him. Time steadied. Reality settled. The watch in his pocket slowed, ticked gently, and stopped at exactly 7:32 p.m. Months later, Julian Trent passed the thrift shop downtown. In the window among the various antiques was a familiar-looking old tape recorder. A chill ran down his spine. He approached, stared at the faded masking tape now marked with someone else's name. "Play me, Marcus." Julian felt a pang of sympathy, dread pooling in his chest. Whatever he had escaped, whatever he had corrected, he had chosen somebody else. But he had done it. He had anchored himself, reclaimed his life, and yet deep inside, Julian knew someday, somewhere, someone else would slip again, pulled beneath the waves of forgotten echoes, because time, it seemed, was never truly on any one side. The end. So let me ask you, you smashing that tape recorder, saving Marcus? Or is it Marcus's anchor that he has to figure out? Well, that's another episode. How about we do it again, same time, same place next week? All right? Sounds fun? Cool. It's a date. All right, we'll be back. This was fun as always. Can't thank you enough for taking some time out of your busy day and listening to another Tales of the Beard. Take care, everybody.